Hi everyone, this is week 3 of the weight loss blogging and challenge. You hear I'm actually still out of breath, and that's because I just did my 3-minute rowing challenge where I destroyed my previous PB. In 3 minutes, with the difficulty on maximum 10, I managed to do 916 metres. 16, 16. And even though that was a good 15 minutes ago, I'm still out of breath. I think my body's just saying, whoa there horsey, you've done too much, calm down. So anyway, I'll put my current weight change and differences up here. Starting weight was very initial weight was 102 kilograms, but since blogging it was 88 kilograms. And today, as you'll see by this little video footage, that I was down to 85.5 kilograms, which is a good drop today. And that was on Thursdays. I still eat like normal. It's quite late tonight, it's about 9 o'clock, and I've just got in from the gym because I accidentally had a little nap before I went to the gym. But anyway, let's get to the important bit and let's see if there's any body changes. Okay, so this is the body as of, what's the date today? The 30th of June. I know it's the 30th of June because, no, is it June? 30th of May, because I know tomorrow is the 1st of June and that's when Prometheus is coming out, so I'm very keen to go and see that. I'll put outside some fat photos of me from either last year or in the past when I was at a slightly bigger weight. Maybe just face shots. But anyway, yes, so this week I would say I don't, again, not seeing a huge change in the abs. Ab vein looking good. Got it on the other side. But here's the interesting thing. I quite like, don't know how to say this, I like touching myself. Touch myself kind of down there. You see there's this kind of big hard bit, big long hard bit, in between two kind of bigger bits, which I really like touching now. And if you don't know what I mean, then you don't have this bit on your leg. I love this bit, it's cool, it's like a lovely little V-shaped kind of thing going on there. I've never really had that before, where you can see 1, 2, 3 muscles on your leg, and I like sticking my hand there, feeling that. I think that's a great muscle to have, and to be able to show off. And when you can see the kind of triangle and meeting points of muscles, I like that feeling. So big fan of that. Definitely going to do some more squats, get more of that on the go. In terms of body wise, on Tuesday I was so chuffed. I went into the showers after I'd done just a morning workout, and I was looking down, I was like, wow, this is what my body's like. I'm not even tensing it. I'm not even like, or I'm not even holding in my belly. No, this is the really funny thing. This week that just happened was a very sunny week, and I've been out sitting in a chair getting a suntan, and you might see it, but whenever I'm sitting, I've got this roll of fat going on here, and it's giving me a sun, you know how whenever you get a sun mark wherever you have your watch, and I have a fat line where the sun hasn't got because I've been sitting like that all the time, and this bit hasn't got any light, so I'm not actually getting any more of a six-pack. I'm just getting a suntan pack is what I'm getting. But definitely, I think I'm seeing, like, look at that! I can see a hip. That's a hip there. I haven't seen a hip for years, and I can feel it as well. Still got that chunk there, but I definitely think that, trying not to get rude here, but there is a definite movement or different angles there. Oh, and another thing which I found, I think it was just today, which I really quite like, is this. I've only ever seen it in the mirror, so I don't know how I can show you it, but there's this kind of lovely curve when I tense that, I think. I don't know how to tense it without, I need to kind of look in the, like this. I don't know if you can see that, but there's I love this curve, which I'm now seeing, and you know, I can stick my fingers in a muscle I can hide my fingers in a muscle there rather than just kind of some flab. So I don't know if this is like the best angle or anything, or if you can actually see that or whatever, but I think that's cool. The other thing is spot wise, I mean, I'm getting a lot more spots all over my back, like some big whoppers there, and it's not really acne, but it's just because when I'm wearing a gym vest, I'm going in, I'm sweating a lot, I'm maybe on a bench and all the weight pressure's on my back, and that's obviously squeezing the pores on my back so that they're not able to just happily excrete sweat from me, and that's blocking stuff up on the back, and especially on the shoulders as well. Not so much on the outside, I don't have anything on the outside, but on the chest as well, I'm definitely having a lot more spots. However, I was self-pruning quite a lot this week. In the sunshine, just lying there baking, your pores expand, and I just start going, oh, I can squeeze that pore, squeeze that pore. There may not be spots, but I can squeeze stuff out of pores, and I end up self-pruning, and I end up just like damaging myself. I just look like an idiot. I'm like a little monkey going squeeze, 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 squeeze. Do any of you do that? Do any of you like just squeeze things even though there's not spots there, but then end up making spots? Kim keeps on shouting at me because she thinks I keep on picking the spots on my back, but I'm so inflexible I can barely actually reach them. So I think they're just bad spots from gym vests and being sweaty and in the gym too much. Obviously I'm wearing a different top every time I go, and I am having a shower afterwards, but I think what you need is one of those like scrubbing brushes to really scrub your back right after a gym session. The other thing this week, I really enjoyed I really enjoyed looking at myself in the mirror, because I said this in the first video or in the second video, where there's always the tiny things that you notice which make the difference. You know, you've got to have 100 different things that you've got to be looking out for to see the progress in your body, in your fitness, in your changes. So one of mine was the rowing today. I managed to do more meters in the period of time than I did last week. So it's like, score, yes, I've got fitter, better, lighter there. My weight has dropped again, so that means brilliant, I've lost something. My strength went down a little bit on the bench press, but I think that's because I ate before I went. Anyway, what I'm saying is that the other thing, apart from getting that muscle there, which I quite like, abs, not really much of a difference, but I think generally it feels good. It feels good, it feels like it's getting closer to where I'm wanting to be. Chest, I'm thinking it feels much more, much more kind of like it. I'm liking my shoulders just now because I'm noticing I can see the individual fibres or bits in it. Again, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but whenever I was in the bedroom, maybe I should move the camera, but I was noticing that I can see things moving, fibres in my actual arm, which I thought was quite nice. This bit here is getting deeper, and the outline of my face, when I'm at an angle, now goes in the way. Not to the point where I'm like gaunt like that, but it now means that my cheek bone is bigger than my chubby cheeks. So before it was out like that, and then 2 weeks ago I was like, yes, it's flat, it goes straight down the way. Now I can see that my cheekbone comes out and it goes slightly in, so that means I've lost so much fat from my face, which is what I'm really happy about. Obviously the big difficult ones for me is definitely losing this, and look, I can grab giant handfuls of fat there. So even though I'm down to 85 kilograms, I can grab all of that. So the fat is definitely around my back and around my waist. Around my arms, I've got pretty much nothing to pinch there. And that's just kind of flesh going in there. Chest, nothing, but there, as you can see, it's quite flexible skin, so I'm well hydrated. But you know, still all that more, and I can actually feel. That's the thing. That feels like fat. That just feels like skin. Really, that just feels like loose skin. I'm not really feeling the fat cells in there. But there, I can feel a big chunk. So I really want to get rid of that. But that is just from doing more exercising. Yeah, so impressed by the tan, impressed about the rest of the body, liking the change in that, loving the feel of my legs. I'll show you that again. And otherwise, I'm feeling pretty happy. Oh, there you go.